IPA vowels. In a previous video, we went over consonants and how they're represented in the International Phonetic Alphabet. In this one, we're going to be going over vowels and how they're represented in the IPA. So, first of all, vowels are the most sonorant and audible sounds in speech. They form the nuclei of syllables. Without a vowel, consonants have little sound. So often what we perceive to be a consonant is a result of how they sound as they move into or off of a vowel. And in contrast to consonants, vowels are produced with little or no constriction in the air stream. Few more points about vowels. They are always voiced. There's maybe some exceptions to that. For the most part, they are always voiced. There is no point of articulation, and there is no manner of articulation. When we're talking about vowels, the vocal folds act as the source, and the vocal tract acts as the resonator. So in this way, you can kind of think of it like a musical instrument. So any musical instrument has to have an initial source for the pitch. But part of what sort of sets apart one instrument from another is how it resonates. So think about the difference between, say, a guitar and a piano. You can play the exact same pitch, but you know there's a difference between the way that a guitar sounds and the way that the piano sounds, because they have very different resonating chambers. And so when we shape the resonator, we affect the quality of the sound, giving us different vowels. So the same vowel can be said at different pitches, or two different vowels can be said with the same pitch. It's the quality of the sound, not the pitch of the sound, that's relevant when we're talking about vowels. Okay, there are 4 ways to change the shape of the vocal tract to produce different vowels. The first one is to raise or lower the body of the tongue. So the body of the tongue is like this. We can raise it up towards the top of the mouth, or we can lower it towards the bottom of the mouth. We can also advance or retract the body of the tongue. So we can move it forward or we can draw it back. We can also use our lips in shaping different vowels. So we can either round them as though you were blowing somebody a kiss, or you can spread them apart more. You can also make all of these movements with a lax or tense gesture. This is the hardest one, in my experience, to intuit. And so in some ways, I think the easiest thing for us is just to simply recognize which vowels are identified as lax and which ones are tense. When we actually look, say, at imaging of the way that people are producing these, there are some differences in terms of which vowels are lax or tense. It seems that the gestures become more exaggerated in some sense with the tense gestures. Just as we did with consonants, where we had 3 distinctions, with vowels we're going to have 4 distinctions: height, frontedness, roundedness, and tenseness. And those are going to be used to differentiate all of the vowels of all of the languages.